Slavery does exist. It is real. It is a huge issue. It's not to scare anybody, it's just the truth. This is the fight. Human trafficking is the fastest growing criminal industry in the whole world. I just read a press release that they estimate $150 billion a year. $150 billion is made through modern day slavery. Knowing that there is an estimated 30 to 36 million people around the world that are trapped in this, it's so important for us to understand this is real. It's not, we're in the Shenandoah Valley and it's beautiful and it's safe and it can't be us and it can't be our children. That is a lie. You know, every child, every person has a target when their backs. We're actually a faith-based nonprofit. We are located here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. We are an anti-human trafficking movement, so we do a lot of collaboration with other organizations, both here in our country and then internationally. Sex trafficking is specifically what we are fighting, but there's labor trafficking and bonded labor that happens. But what we saw with sex trafficking was the connection between pornography and the sex trade. Again, we were so oblivious to that. In our culture, it's so mainstream, you know. TV, you turn on almost any television and it's almost pornography. It's in our music, it's in our books. So I think it was just a real clear picture of, hey, this thing that we think is okay, pornography that we're participating within our house and our living room, it's only hurting me. And we really wanted to send the message, no, it's fueling something much bigger than we can even imagine. And so that was kind of one of the reasons that we kind of thought, hey, it'd be really cool if we could take this terrible property and make it something awesome. But also, like I mentioned, we're Christ focused, and who Jesus is, you know, he's the King of redemption. And so we saw it as a tangible way to send a message of, you're never too far gone. There's nothing that we can do that will leave us unredeemable. This property, the first time I mentioned, you know, I think God told me we're supposed to buy this. Somebody said that building just needs to be burned down. You know, it's completely too far gone. It's such a waste. And I took it so personal. To me, it wasn't a building. You know, it's a picture of who we see these girls, these lives that have kind of been stolen into trafficking. From the outside looking in, they look unredeemable. Their situation looks too far gone, but God never sees us that way. So the building is, we call it our redemption story. It's something that has completely changed my life being there, watching, you know, when we walked in, it was wallpapered with pornography. We bought it as is, and we really didn't know what that looked like. And I remember the first day walking in, and floor to ceiling is these pictures of girls. And I know their stories, you know, I know the truth behind pornography. And so when I saw that, it was terribly hard. And then we had a group of kids come called Renew. And of course we removed all the pornographic images before they got there, but when I came back after the week they had been there, instead of seeing nude images, there were words of encouragement in scripture, and you know, God's truth was floor to ceiling. And so it's just the things that have happened in that building, I would never have thought. We thought we're going to make a statement that we stand against pornography. We're going to make a statement on redemption, but I don't think I realized just how deeply it's touched my life. We had this idea, let's put redeemed across the sign, and we have had so many emails. My favorite email was actually from Pamela herself. She started that shop, I think probably in the early 90s. She later sold it, so she hasn't owned it for years, but she said that she was driving down the road with her grandchildren and they pointed out the redeemed banner across her sign, and she said, I know that that was God sending me a sign that my life had been redeemed. So New Creation, our hope is to be a next step through the purchasing of their products. Yes, I want people to know who New Creation is, but more than that, I want people to know slavery does exist. It is real. It is a huge issue. It's not to scare anybody, it's just the truth. And then I also want them to know God is bigger than that.